Hello, friends. We are rolling into the weekend, and the big heads up from Spire Weather and Climate that we want to give is a follow up from a video earlier this week, and that is the severe weather threats around North America, specifically the lower 48, that we will see. And this is a very complex setup that is not one or two systems, but rather a series of impulses of energy that are coming from the Pacific. It will seem like nonstop rain at the lower elevations and at elevation and higher snowfall for the Pacific Northwest. Flooding, of course, is the primary threat with this, but also some minor wind gusts could be reaching limits of some small damage. I want to roll the big picture out, and then we'll zoom in and show you one of our new features in our high resolution model. As I said, it's not any one system, but we have several impulses of energy. The severe weather that's been in Texas, specifically the Rio Grande Valley, is coming up into the Mississippi Valley as a couple of impulses race across the northern plains and into the Midwest as we get through Saturday. And then as that system heads off to the mid-Atlantic and then eventually the East Coast on Sunday morning, more impulses free themselves from the Pacific West Coast and just follow in right behind it. So it's about 4 days of just one system after another, before we can finally start to calm things down around Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And in fact, this lingering low pressure that we will have over the Pacific Northwest really doesn't let go until about the middle of next week. Then I want to zoom in and just show you and showcase some of our new severe weather features. For example, by highlighting and laying over our hail parameter, I'll turn off the radar for just 1 second and show you around Tulsa, Oklahoma, for example, 2-inch hail possible in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday. A little bit bigger than golf ball size hail possible. And this is one of our new features where you can anticipate hail size. So any businesses that you have where you need to protect your assets, you can get ahead of this and either have them covered. If it's cars and trucks, move them into a warehouse or into a different region that's not anticipating this weather if you have that possibility. And then that same system, put the radar back on and turn the hail off for just a moment, coming into Memphis, Nashville, and on up into areas of Cleveland as we get into Sunday night into Monday morning. And you can see right here, I'll lay the hail back over, right along that line is where we are looking at some pretty decent size hail around the golf ball size for areas from Memphis all the way to eastern suburbs of Nashville. So a couple of the ways you can look at our high resolution model and really start to pick out your most severe threats. Insurance companies likely want to pay attention to this as well over the weekend. And in the meantime, I'll see you next week with a fresh take from Spire Weather and Climate.